basically for Art Rage, basically part 4, part 5 tutorial. So the last I left off, I did the legs basically. So now what I'm going to end up working on is finishing up the shoes on this character and start finishing up the shirt on this character and start working on the shoes, I think, on this. Like that, I would say. So I might just end up lowering down the size. Like that. Around 5. And kind of like... kind of going like that, I would say. And kind of work on the chest area. I don't want to become inappropriate with this video, but let's call it the breast area I'm working on. So I'm working on the chest area. And I might lower down the brush a little bit like this. Maybe kind of lower down the smoothing level like that. Just to give it more depth, I would say. So when you lower down the smoothing level, you got more control over and more accuracy over what you do. So you're able to work with this very easy. And that's what you would do. You would set down the smoothing level like this. Like that. Kind of add kind of like that. Like that, and just like this, I would say. Like that. And just kind of draw out the arm. And go like that. Like that. Kind of like that, pretty much. And I'm just going to do stuff like this. And just draw the little wrinkles that go right there. And there we have it right there, ready to be used. We can take an eraser, start sharpening this up, like that. And just go into more detail right there. So we can always erase that a little bit later. Okay, so just gonna do the arms, I think, and kind of draw out the contour for that. I mean, we could edit this even more and refine in the future. Maybe clean this up a little bit. And that's what it'll look like. that's what it kind of looks like so far. Kind of like this basically. And then we're just gonna kind of lower down the size like that. Just erase some of these things. And maybe go into a little bit more detail with a little bit of the arms, but on the next tutorial we're going to start doing the arms on the next tutorial. I mean, we could add more stuff to the arms, but today I want to try to get the sleeveless shirt done, I think. And mainly basically get the shoe outline done. So I want to make this like approximately 20 to around 25 minutes the most long or so. And start doing arms. So that's what I did. And so like that. So you have the arm already ready to be used, and I mean we can go into details with the arm, but I'm gonna start like kind of doing like I'm gonna start doing, let's say, another layer and start working on the string piece right here that goes right here. So Oh, sorry. Sorry for humming. Wasn't paying attention. So I'm just going to go into here, Stratus, and kind of draw out where the string is going to go, like that. And this is kind of where the string is going to go. Just like that. And then what we're going to start doing, so we're done this entire piece. So like I was saying, I want to make this like 20 minutes long. So maybe what I can start doing is start going into more details in erasing this. And definitely for sure on the next tutorial on part 6, I think, of this, we're going to start working on the shoes and getting the shoes done. Definitely for sure on that. And then after that, we're going to start working more on the hands and getting the hands out of the way on this next tutorial list right here or so. But wow, we're almost done this pretty much. So now I'm just going to go into detail and take the eraser tool, make sure that softness is already down, raise up the size like that, and just kind of just erase any unwanted lines in this thing or so, randomly like that pretty much. So you don't want to see definitely through the actual thing itself. That. Exactly like that pretty much. So we're going to go into here and just go like that pretty much right here, and just raise this up like that pretty much, and just see what we've done so far. So we did this so far right here, and this is how the drawing looks right here so far. So if we were to go into here and just go turn this invisible like that, that's what the drawing actually looks so far. I mean, the only thing what we're going to do is maybe kind of erase a small bit right here from this thing before we're done. Well, I'm still at it, I think. So I made a second layer on top, so we can do any refining editing to this thing. And I just want to go in here, like that. any refinement to this, I would say. And use different types of refinement on this thing, I think, right here. Like that. And just going to go into here, erase some of this, clean up some of the lines basically in here. And then that's it pretty much. Voila, you have like an Art Rage anime like drawing right here. I mean, it's not perfect. I mean, if you want to get more smaller lines with this, you would have to raise the image size. So you would have to raise the image size, like let's say from 5,000 to 4,000 something. But you would have to bring up the size of this in order to get more refined and detailed lines. So this is like just something simple to work with or so. So this is how you would do, let's say, the cell shading on anime characters on Art Rage, for sure. I wanted to do this tutorial for a very long time to show you basically how I've actually mastered doing an anime character, let's say, for example, on Art Rage, and how I've learned it basically. And it's mainly basically, I would say, these two tools right here, I would say that you would use. Maybe a little bit of the sticker tool, and maybe like you would use, let's say, the paint bucket or so, the eraser or so, but it's mainly these tools right here. And maybe another tool that you could use right here is a palette tool or so. But you would use like the smudging effect on that. Another tool that you could probably use, I would say, is definitely basically, I would say, the paintbrush or watercolor tool. Depends on what you're using. Like you could use a pencil or so. But mainly these two is what you would use to do like traditional, basically, anime cell, like traditional anime airbrush Photoshop right here. Or is this tool right here. And this is what you would use to ink out the lines right here on this thing right here, for example, too. And using this eraser tool at the same time. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please subscribe. Please give me likes and please comment on me basically on and all that. And please subscribe and give me likes. And please view my tutorial as much as you can. Thank you, goodbye, and I hope I can help you a whole lot. And I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. So let me try to set this up again. Turn that bow. Just so show you what we've done so far. And this is a tutorial on how to basically do the line art and the line inking on an anime character in this. So on the next tutorial, I might go on to more refinement on the wrists and more on the shoes or so, depending on whether it fits on the 20-minute time bracket. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you. And thank you for watching my tutorial. Thank you. Goodbye. Thank you.